Welcome, good people of YouTube, to my next playthrough. I'm Tuesday Porygon, and get a load of what I'm about to play for this video. It's another game that I recorded before on the PlayStation 2, but now I'm doing it again on the Xbox. With good with good quality, and of course commentary by yours truly. And this is going to be a pretty nostalgic game for those who grew up in the early 2000s and such. Well, the entire 2000s, rather. It's time to play Spider-Man the game, based on the first Sam Raimi movie from 2002. As I mentioned, this is a pretty nostalgic game. Not to mention, a pretty memorable game for those who are fans of Marvel, especially fans of Spider-Man. So, as you start off, you get a choice between training and a new game. And you know what, before I start a new game, I'm gonna show off the basic tutorial. And you're gonna love what the tutorial's like, mainly because of the narrator, and his dialogue is always pretty hilarious and amusing. And you can see you got a controller style selection. Oh yes, I should mention right now that this game, it has pretty much the exact same gameplay style as the 2000 Spider-Man game. The cartoon style game that was released on PlayStation and Dreamcast. Yeah, that Spider-Man game. And that's exactly what the 2002 Spider-Man game plays like. And I think the classic control style is supposed to be the same as the 2000 game. I'm just guessing, but it could be that. But for my playthrough, I'm going with Enhanced. And you get to choose between controlling Spider-Man with the direction pad or the left analog stick. And of course I'm going to choose that. I prefer that over the direction pad.
Greetings. Welcome to the tutorial. Yeah, I know, you want to get on with things, beat up the bad guys, do the whole superhero thing, blah blah blah. Well, everyone's got to start somewhere. Trust me, when you're hip deep in trouble later on, you'll be glad you went through this. Alright, now let's get started. Now get the gum out of your ears and listen good. Touch the question mark directly in front of you.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is the one and only Bruce Campbell, who happens to be the narrator of all three Sam Raimi Spider-Man games. In the tutorial, you play as Peter Parker, who gets to try out his new spider powers.
Well, good to see that you can follow basic instructions. Now, these question marks will teach you how to use your powers. Check out the compass. Your compass will point straight towards your next objective. Up on the compass means forward to you. You follow me? Well, stop following me or I'll have you arrested.
Oh boy, Campbell, you're a real charmer. But I better do what he says. I can't have the police coming after me.
Now this doohickey is the height meter, not to be confused with the width meter. It lets you know how much higher or lower you are from the next objective. Now, you are the little red dot, and your target is blue, so now's your chance to self-test for color blindness. Anyway, using the compass and height meter together, you should be able to find your next objective, no matter where it is. Go ahead, give it a shot. I'll wait. But not for long.
It's a good thing I'm not colorblind. I can see red and blue on the height meter. But as soon as you start climbing a wall, you hear Peter talk.
This is incredible! Am I really doing this?
Well, you're easily impressed, aren't you? You haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet.
So, all you have to do is just keep touching the question marks.
Ooh, that's some view, huh? Okay, not really, but hey, it's just training, right? Now to rotate the camera, Push left or right on the right thumbstick. You can recenter the camera behind you by pushing down on the right thumbstick.
Duly noted, Brucey boy. Okay, wait, okay, the next one's still up here.
Okay, the topic at hand is web swinging. But let's get one thing straight first. Do not, I repeat, do not try this at home. Your house isn't nearly tall enough. Got it? Okay. Now that the public service message is out of the way, press the right trigger button to start web swinging. If you need to floor it, hold down the right trigger button while you swing. You'll go faster, sure, but you won't be able to turn worth beans, so watch it. Web swing over to your next objective. Use your compass and height meter to find it.
Now, here's something I should mention about the tutorial. Bruce Campbell's dialogue is different depending on what version of the game you're playing. Like I remember in the PS2 version, after what you just heard him say, I remember him ending the dialogue by saying, "If you can't find it, I can't help you. Unplug the machine and walk away." It sucks that he doesn't say it in this version. But his dialogue is still pretty amusing. Now before I start web swinging, there's supposed to be a hidden question mark right here on this wall. I think it's supposed to tell you to do the double jump, which you already seen me do when I got one of the question marks.
You just couldn't resist jumping down here, huh? Well, I guess I should tell you something then. Oh, how about this? You can jump higher than normal by quickly tapping the A button twice. Tap, tap. See, a double jump can sometimes get you out of difficult spots.
And he's right, it does tend to help out. Well, not all the time, but it's still pretty useful. But I think now is a good time to get web swinging.
Yahoo!
Hey, king of the world, don't let it go to your head, okay? Hooray for you, you're swinging. But sooner or later, you're probably going to want to drop.
Already did.
You can break your web line by pressing the A button.
Yes, Campbell, I just did that, and it wasn't hard. To continue, you gotta get this gold spider icon right here.
Here's a little party favor for you. A combo power-up. Try to locate as many of these babies as you can. Each time you get one, you'll unlock a new web power or combo to add to your list of attacks. For those of you playing along at home, that's a good thing. Oh, and for those of you with short-term memory issues, which would be most of you, you can check out a list of the combos you've unlocked in the pause menu.
So let's check out the combat controls that I have so far. Oh wow, I still have all of the other unlocked combos that I got from the last time I played this game. But you can see there are a crap ton of attack combos you can pull off, and special web attacks as well. You pull off web attacks by holding the LT button and hitting a certain main button on the controller. But now it's time to learn how to fight bad guys.
Ready to dish out some old-fashioned justice? Throw a punch with the X button, and kick with the B button. You can also do more powerful combo attacks by quickly pressing different buttons. You can also confuse your friends by pressing every button at the same time. All right, kiddo, let's see what you got.
What you doing up here, pencil neck?
I'm just following a tutorial, of course. Now go down.
I can't believe how much stronger I am. This is too cool.
Well, good for you. If you want to throw some more goons around, knock on the door by facing it and pressing the punch button. I'm going to grab a ham sandwich. Whenever you're done beating bad guys up, follow your compass and height meter.
Campbell's not kidding that he said he was going to grab a ham sandwich. He really is going to do that after you get the next question mark. But let's take out some more thugs.
You lost, kid?
No, not at all. Yeah, a kicking backflip. Oh, but he's still standing. Let's web capture him and do the mule kick on him. And take out another one.
Look at you.
Just
you
for the
think
heck
you're
of
pretty
it.
tough, huh?
I'm very tough. You just don't know who I am yet. Oh, and hey, I want to show off the web rodeo attack. Assuming I can even hold it off.
What happened to the other guys
Well, it's
that
not
came
too
up here?
hard, but... Or, assuming I can even do it at all. Okay, I don't think you can even do any special web attacks during the tutorial. I wanted to show off the web rodeo, but I guess I'll have to wait until the actual game starts. But I'm gonna stop fighting bad guys for now and get over to the next question mark, after I attempt to commit suicide.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Careful there, Captain Jumpy. Now, since you're just getting started, we're going to let you get away with moves like that. But once you're out in the big bad city, passing below a certain height means sayonara Spidey. Try not to let yourself get too low.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Get swingy, Peter. Did Campbell already mention that you can swing faster by holding RT? I think he did. But now listen.
Okay. So here you are on the side of a building. Your next marker is up, so you could crawl. But I know you, though. You want fast. You want it now. So I'll tell you a little secret. If you press the black button while crawling on a wall, you'll web zip in the direction you're crawling. Huh? Who's your buddy?
You hear that? He really was eating a sandwich. That's how cool Bruce Campbell's dialogue is. And if you played the PS2 version, he would end that dialogue by saying, "Ooh, too much mustard." Yeah, I know. But anyway.
But wait, there's more! If you press the black button while you're running, you'll web zip in the direction you're moving. Pretty clever, huh?
Yeah, but there's one problem. The Xbox 360 controller has no black button. But good thing the two bumper buttons act as black and white, so rather than the black button, if you're playing it on the 360, you hit RB to do the web zip.
Okay, if you're standing still and you press the black button, you'll web zip straight up, as long as there's something to stick to above you.
And good thing there's a ceiling above me.
Well, you're almost done. So let's get a little fancy, shall we? Okay, if you hold the left trigger and press the black button, you can suspend yourself from a web line and slowly raise or lower yourself. This is a very sneaky way to check out unfamiliar areas.
So let's see the yo-yo spider in action. Oh crap, I don't know how I jumped down from there, but...
The yo-yo, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that was a pretty full day, huh? So look, if you need to go over this tutorial, or if you just plain missed me, which, who could blame you, you can access basic training from the menu anytime you want. So, follow your compass and height meter to the exit. Good luck. I said, good luck.
Okay, whatever you say. I had to, while he was talking right there, I took a minute to look through the game's instruction booklet. That way I can mention to you that, well, believe it or not, the instructions, it lies to you, telling you how you're supposed to do the yo-yo spider. It said that, well, for classic controls anyway, that you're supposed to hold down the left trigger and hit Y, but that's not at all how you do the web or the yo-yo spider. I don't understand why the instruction manual was wrong about doing the yo-yo spider. It's just odd. So really, you're just, or on the Xbox 360 anyway, you just hold down LT and then hit RB. That's how you do the yo-yo spider here. But this here is the final goal. After that, the tutorial will be done.
Good job, kid. You might just make something of yourself after all. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Yeah, I am. For specific levels in the game anyway. But with the tutorial done, let's now start the actual game. What happens if I pick continue?
This is how my story begins. My Uncle Ben and Aunt May raised me like a son. They never had much money, though. I thought my powers could help make up for that. The last time I saw Uncle Ben alive, we argued. I took out my frustration in the ring. Poor Bonesaw never even saw me coming.
Come on, Mr. Nice Guy.
The fight promoter cheated me, so I didn't think it was my problem when he got robbed.
12 Henry, call back on that 187 in connection with the carjacking at the 42nd Street Library.
10-4. Suspect is believed to be a member of the Skulls gang. Proceed with caution.
Letting that criminal escape was clearly the worst mistake Peter's ever made. It cost his uncle his life. Come on, load faster.
Uncle Ben. Murdered. I have to find the guy who did it. nothing Peter Parker can do at this point. But Spider-Man is a different story.
Don't you mean the human spider? That's what you wanted to call yourself at the wrestling arena.
This is supposed to be the Skull's territory. I'll find Uncle Ben's killer if I have to go through every one of the Skulls to do it.
Somebody!
Okay, I wasn't expecting to hear a person call for help right there, but I was gonna say, wasn't it nighttime during the cutscene? Because
Keep
now
away
all of a
from
sudden,
me.
it looks more like it's dusk. And look at that, you actually see Peter left his clothes behind on this gargoyle statue. I never even noticed that until
Stay
today.
away!
So that's a pretty good touch. But I better go help that civilian, just so she'll shut up already.
No!
There's a young
Please,
woman being
someone
mugged
help!
somewhere, not on this rooftop, but maybe on this one?
I'm gonna get
Oh, there she
answers
is.
one way or the other.
Hey, you better leave that woman alone. What did she ever do to
So
you?
Dead.
Big words, creep. I'm gonna tear you to pieces.
Let's smear him.
I hope you don't mean killing them, Peter.
Thank you so much. You saved my life.
Don't worry about it, lady. I gotta go.
Wait, before you go, I lost my purse on one of the rooftops around
On
here.
a different rooftop?
Yes.
Different from this one?
Yes.
Are you serious? Are you taking some kind of tour of city rooftops?
Yes.
Okay, whatever. I'll find your purse for you.
Thank you.
Well, that's pretty odd. Somehow leaving your purse behind on a completely different rooftop. But I better help this woman out. Oh yeah, and there was something I didn't show up yet. Like, at the very beginning while I was still on that gargoyle, there was supposed to be like a gold spider icon like right below the gargoyle. I think it was on one of these. Okay, yeah, this is the one I started off on. But in a non-new game plus, you would find a gold spider icon right here. But of course it's not here because, well, unexpectedly, I didn't think I would keep all of the combos that I unlocked in my last playthrough of this game when I played it off camera. I mean, I would have expected the game to give me an option of whether or not to reset all my combat controls or something, but it didn't. So it looks like I'll be using all of the current combo attacks I have for the whole playthrough. But now let's find that woman's purse. Which it's not even the main objective of this level. You're supposed to go after the Skull Gang. And the only purpose of helping this woman is to get bonus points. But hey, I did save her, so I better do her another favor. I mean, Peter does want to look like the good guy here. But you should notice by now that this game does indeed play just like the 2000 Spider-Man game. I also wasn't expecting to find a member of the Skull Gang here. Okay, there are two of them. And hopefully now I can show off that web rodeo. Oh god. He got blocked by this
Who's
thing.
that?
And... oh, he got blocked again. I was just about to... okay, come on, spin him around. Oh yeah! Web Bro! See you later! Oh, but he's still standing.
Didn't know anything, but
Not
I'm just
anymore.
getting started.
But the woman's purse is right here.
Here's her purse. I'd better hurry so I don't lose the trail of that killer.
Oh, don't worry. Your uncle's killer's not going anywhere. He's just probably hanging out in his hideout that you don't know where it is yet. Remember, the woman's on this rooftop.
Here's your purse back.
Thank you so much. This city could use more masked vigilantes like
Now,
you.
If you say so. Try to stay off rooftops from now on. A lot of gang members seem to hang out up here.
I will. Thanks again.
And look at that, she disappeared. Well, time to get back to finding that killer. I think in Spider-Man 3, that guy's name, the guy who robbed the Flight Promoter's office, was named Dennis Carradine, as I recall. That was revealed in Spider-Man 3. And it was also revealed that it wasn't really him who killed Ben Parker, but rather Flint Marko, aka Sandman.
Hey, you!
You want me? Come and get me.
Another dead end.
Oh,
One
wow.
of these losers is gonna give me some
I knocked
answers.
them out simultaneously, both at the same time. How awesome is that? All you have to do in level 1 is to keep fighting waves of skull punks.
Circus in town?
Oh my god! I just knocked him right off the building. I killed that guy. And Peter is not supposed to be an anti-hero. have some of this.
I'm sure I'm getting warmer, though. That murderer can't get away from me.
Now, here's another thing I want to mention. I own the Spider-Man the movie on DVD, like back in the early 2000s when it was first released, and it had 2 discs in it. And on the second disc, there was one section of the bonus features where you see videos that show hints and tips for the first 3 levels of this game. And I'll never forget those videos. They were pretty informative. And I liked the voice of the narrator too.
A carjacker killed an old man earlier today. The killer's a skull. Where is he?
I can't tell you. He'd kill me.
What makes you think I won't?
Ah! No! The guy you want to spike. He's probably in that old shipping warehouse. It's right on the river. That's all I know.
Thanks.
Oh boy, you really had to throw him like that, Peter? But I believe the guy said that his leader's name is Spike. Yeah, that's his name in this game. And again, I think his real name was supposed to be Dennis Carradine, but of course that wasn't revealed until Spider-Man 3 in 2007. But once you reach the entrance to the hideout, that'll be the end of level 1. Oh, and I'm also going to be featuring multiple levels per video in this playthrough. And that's because many of the levels in this game are really short.
Sounds like the police are closing in. They can have whatever's left after I'm done.
You go, Spidey. Search for Justice is complete. You can see that there are bonuses for every level in the game. I don't know how I didn't get a single point for combat. And for Perfect, you're supposed to complete the level without taking damage once, which I obviously failed to do, but I don't really care. And you have an option to save your progress after every level. I'll do just that. The second level of the game is called Warehouse Hunt, where you search for the leader of the Skull Gang.
Huh. What's this door doing open? Man! People gotta be more careful. The cops could show up at any time.
How could that moron be so blind? Peter was clearly on top of the ceiling, and he should have been able to see him right there. But this is the first level of the game where you get to interact with some heavily shadowed spots that hide you from the enemies. In fact, this question mark right here tells you all about them.
You see those heavily shadowed areas? Whenever you're in a shadowed spot like that, you become invisible to the bad guys.
And do you know what I just realized? When I started a new game, I didn't get an option to choose my difficulty. That's what you're supposed to get when you start a new game. Like, you choose between easy, normal, hero, and superhero, but I didn't get to choose a difficulty. Hopefully I'm playing on normal, because that's the difficulty I chose when I played the game off camera. This is definitely a New Game Plus, from the looks of it. Oh, wrong button. I wanted to do... That's right. I nearly forgot how the yo-yo spider works, but... I'm gonna just roam around the ceiling for now. And I do believe you also get a stealth bonus for when you beat the level, but I don't really know how you're supposed to do that, when you pretty much have no choice but to expose yourself to get through the rest of the level. Aw, that didn't knock him out.
Who's that?
Well, so much for stealth, not that I really care. Tell me where your boss is! Because I have a score to settle with him. Oh man, I didn't mean to throw that fire extinguisher at that guy. All I did was stand close to it and hit the kick button to instantly throw it. You can also pick up objects by hitting the punch button, like right here. Aw, but there's nobody here to throw this at.
circus in town?
Oh no, there's no circus here, and I'm no circus freak. I'm the human
That's for
spider.
the skulls you pay the price.
Oh my god! Okay, have some of this. This move right here is called Web Dome, and it's an explosive attack.
Big words, creep.
You can see that there's a red and blue meter. The red is Peter's health, while the blue is his web meter that drains, and it makes no sense for Peter to have limited webbings in this game because he's supposed to have organic webs, because the webs come out of his body. And it's the same thing for the 2000 Spider-Man game as well. Okay, all of you just surrender, and stay down while I find your master. Well, here's another question mark.
Just for giggles, press the punch button near an object to try picking it up. Press punch again to throw it. Don't have time to pick it up? Too lazy? No problem. The kick button will launch an item without picking it up. There. Was that simple enough for you? Or should I play the whole game for you?
Campbell really loves his smart mouth, does he? This right here is a secret area, but all that's here is a health power-up, which are the red spider icons. You'll also find blue spider icons that restore your web meter. Like right here, behind this question mark.
If you hold down the Y button, you can web up an enemy, stopping him in his tracks. But he'll break out sooner or later though, so don't get too comfy.
No worries, I'm aware of enemies breaking out of the web capture.
Stop right there, murderer!
Huh? What the?
Don't let him through!
I got the door fuse, boss. He ain't getting through.
We'll see about that,
What's
punks.
with the getup, chump?
Ready to get it on? Let's get it on. Oh my god, there are...
Save it.
Oh, now's my chance to chuck this. Oh my god, that was an explosive barrel and they somehow survived it. Peter is a pretty sick guy in the first 3 levels, all because he's very desperate to avenge his uncle. Well, I think that may have been all of them. Anything on the ceiling I can get? Well, it's just power-ups that I don't need right now. But I do believe...
They've taken a fuse out of the control panel. I'll have to get that back if I want to open that door.
Yeah, that's the shutter Spike went through. Also, when you come around here, you can see, well, you can barely see it, but there's a forklift in the dark next to this truck. As soon as you come around here,
So long, free!
the Skull Gang tried to kill you with that forklift, and all you have to do is just web zip up to the ceiling to avoid it.
Talk is cheap.
Now, how did you survive crashing? I mean, really, the forklift caught on fire, and I'll forget it. Here's yet another question mark.
When you see a vent cover on the ground, try looking up. Duh. See, chances are there's an open air vent overhead. Try looking for air vents in ceilings or walls when you're having trouble figuring out where to go next.
Thanks for the tip, Campbell. What would I ever do without you?
I can't let anything stop me. I have to find a way to shut off the power so I can get through.
Good thing it's pretty easy. You just gotta hit this switch.
That should do it. Now to find the guy who killed Uncle Ben.
And let's hear Campbell talk again.
Okay, now just in case you don't know already, you can activate a console or switch by standing next to it, facing it, and pressing the punch button. Go ahead, give it a shot. You never know what might happen. Oh, seriously, go ahead. It'll be fine. Go ahead.
Campbell, I already did that. You don't have to nag. His dialogue is still pretty cool, though. How can you not love hearing Campbell talk?
They've taken a fuse out of the control panel. I'll have to get that back if I want to open that door.
Don't worry, Peter, you'll get that fuse. Right after you get these morons out of the way. I can go for this
What's
door.
with the getup, chump?
Well, in case you haven't heard, Peter is the guy who defeated Bonesaw. Also, you saw Bonesaw in the opening cutscene, and he looks nothing like how he did in the movie. He so did not wear purple, or even a mask.
That's where I need to be. Now I just need to find a way to get there. That takes care of that. Now to get that fuse.
You just saw me fire a web at the console, which is another way you can operate them in this game. by either just hitting the punch button or, better yet, shooting a web at them from a distance. But turning off the electricity in these air ducts are what you're supposed to do next. Oh, he's the guy with the fuse. I demand you surrender that fuse. Hey, how are you not... Come on, go down.
You messed with the wrong guy.
You're dealing with the human spider, for God's sake.
This fuse should get that door open.
Alright, so... which way was the console?
This is where the fuse goes. Now I've got you.
I'm coming for you, Spike. Even though Peter still doesn't know that it was actually Flint Marko who killed Ben. And at the end of this level, you just gotta take out a whole lot more Skull Gang members.
How you like me now, punk?
Tough guy.
Here's another web attack, the web gloves, which I think it's supposed to make your attack stronger.
Back off, ugly.
He doesn't look so tough.
Seriously? How can you say that? I'm already taking out so many of you. And your boss will be next.
Back off, ugly.
How you like me now, punk?
I don't like any of you, and I know you don't like me either. Oh, okay, that was all of them. When you take them all out, this door opens, and when you go through, that's the end of level 2. Well, I am glad to have gotten the bonus points from finding the secret area anyway. The points that you get in the game, when you get enough of them, you unlock bonus content. Including alternate skins for Spider-Man and such. Including skins that turn him into completely different people. You can even enter cheat codes in this game to unlock alternate skins. I think I'll show them off in a bonus part after I complete the main story. But I'm gonna play just one more level of the game, and Birth of a Hero is where Peter takes out Spike. The top of the warehouse, eh? Then that's exactly where Peter's going. Spike is gonna pay for killing Uncle Ben, and for stealing the $3,000 that was supposed to go to Peter.
Circus in town?
Hey, I'm no circus
You
freak.
messed with the wrong
I told
guy.
that, or I said that to one of your other guys. Oh yeah, you can hit LB to use the lock-on mode, so you can lock onto an enemy and keep your focus on them.
Down.
And it totally helps out for certain boss fights in the game. And other levels. Hey, drop your gun
Tear you to pieces.
and expire. You have to take out a whole lot more Skull Gang members before you face Spike. Oh, and you would also find a gold spider icon in this little room right here. If you're not playing New Game Plus, of course. Now this question mark, it tells you how to do the web zip, or the zip line attack.
If you press the right thumbstick button, you'll enter what we call look-around mode. In this mode, a targeting reticle will appear, which you can aim with the right thumbstick. When the reticle turns green, catch this, you're in zip range, baby. Press the black button to zip to the point you're aiming at, or press the right thumbstick button again to exit look-around mode.
The zipline is going to help you get past all this steam pretty fast. Just wait for it to stop. I didn't still take damage, did I? I got past them. But as soon as you enter here, you have to fight a whole lot more Skull Gang members. And there's a crap ton of them. Web Dome is totally going to come in handy here. And I think that this game may have all of this, or no, the 2000 Spider-Man game has all the same special web attacks as in this game.
Let's smear him. The freak wants to play.
You're not smearing anybody. I'm the one who's gonna smear your boss and make him suffer. Crap, I need to get a health power up. There's one on the ceiling, I just saw it. Okay.
Hey, you!
Impact web.
Out of my way.
And another
How
web
you like
dome.
me now, punk? Not so tough now.
Shut up and get blown up.
The wrong guy.
What's with the getup, chump?
Oh, forget about my getup. Just surrender already.
Who's that?
Have some tires. Oh my god, all three of them. Oh no, they're all down. Okay, was that finally all of them? Oh yeah, and one of the Skull Gangs dropped a key that I need to enter a door. But first, let me just get a blue spider icon. I need to refill my web after all those web attacks. And the impact web attack is totally going to help out against the boss fight with Spike. There is another one. No, wait, that's another question mark. I want to have full health and full web when I face Spike.
You know, nothing's more embarrassing than getting whacked by some cheeseball thug you lost track of. But if you press the white button, you'll lock the camera view to your enemy so you can keep track of where he is. You can then move the right thumbstick to switch between multiple enemies.
And by the Y button, you really mean LB. Because again, I'm playing with an Xbox 360 controller. But here is another blue spider icon. So, the door with the red light right here is what you use the key on.
Better save this for when I need it.
I'm getting close to Spike. As the game said, he's at the top. And the camera won't rotate right here. Okay. Spike is right here, in this room. Alright, murderer. It's time for you to pay. He's got a pretty strong shotgun on him, and he also throws flash grenades, I think, when you get close enough to him. And my god, okay.
He's up there somewhere.
Gotta remember to stay locked in on him. Get off here and get down. Oh my god. And of course he has infinite ammo in that shotgun. Come on. I'm gonna send you to prison for killing the old man.
I can't see.
Oh man, I better find the health power up somewhere.
I got you now, you jerk.
There's supposed to be... Here's a breakable crate. You can find power-ups on the ceiling, too. Come on. I thought you were much tougher than that. You're the leader of the Skull Gang.
Come on.
And he's out. After enough impact webs.
No! You! Not you!
Stay back. I'm warning you, you psycho.
I could have stopped you at the fight promoter's office. I could have saved Uncle Ben.
Okay, well, that's the end for Spike. He accidentally killed himself. And that did happen in the movie, too. But that was the first 3 levels of Spider-Man the game, and this is where I'm gonna end part 1. So I hope I've been providing a whole lot of nostalgia for you people by showing off this game. But in the next part, I'll play, I think, maybe the next 3 or 4 levels of the game. So thank you for watching. I'll see you next time in part 2 of Spider-Man the game. Bye, guys.